Hey folks, my name is Pravus and welcome to more After Ink Revival as we continue our new series of Mega Brutal guides for this brand new game. Now if you watched my last video, you already have a good primer for how this game works, so we should be able to move a little bit faster now, though I will warn you the next couple of levels are going to be throwing in some new mechanics that make the game substantially harder, and it only gets worse from there. By the time we finish this campaign, it is going to be ludicrously difficult. Just you wait and see. The second mission is called Dark Memories. A flooded underground bunker forces these survivors to settle on the surface. In the decades since the Necroa Plague, most zombies have rotted away, but not all of them, and that is going to be your warning that, yeah, we are going to be fighting some zombies this time. Now, this mission does truly randomize what leaders you are going to get. Hopefully, you can work with one of these three, though again, as a reminder, you can pick whatever you want, you just won't get the extra starting stamina. Of the bunch, I would recommend Survivor, Economist, Personal Trainer, and Soldier as the ones I have the most success with. Arctic Explorer, Hermit, and Tyrant are kind of harder to work around. You can go with the Cub Scout and Hoarder, I suppose. The only one I actively say don't ever get is the Slumlord. This guy is a trap. He seems good on paper, but in reality, he makes you scale out of control to the point where you then collapse. I just don't think he's good on Mega Brutal. Don't do it. So hopefully you get something you can work with, but I can't predict that for you. So we'll go with the Survivor, and for our population trait, I'll get Hardworking again, though I should say, in the last video, I forgot to mention that these two trait options will be locked until you have beaten the level on any difficulty. So if you're trying to follow along going straight to Mega Brutal for some reason, you're gonna struggle. I rarely recommend you play all of these levels on a low difficulty first and then circle back around, because that gives you the best chance. Play on Mega Brutal difficulty here. This is called TikTok Spot by default, and let me show you what the map is going to look like. So here we can see we have plenty of wood nearby and a lot of food, so resources are not going to be our issue for us. We just have to build in a very intentional way. We have to start by exploring 3 marked areas, which I'll show you, claim 2 food areas, train up a fighter, and then mostly fight zombies and clear them out from the map, which is going to require a lot of exploration, moving, claiming, technology, and so on. You get the idea. Let's go ahead and settle this location, and I will go ahead and explore this area. We'll also build up a quick tent. We'll scavenge for wood a couple of times. We'll go ahead and build up a well, and we'll scavenge 1 round of food. Might do a second later, we will see. Then we'll go for a basic toilet. By the way, real quick, do not ever go from left to right and get the toilet before you get the well, because then you'll start consuming water but have no water production, and you're not going to make your people happy, and you go into a death spiral. How do I know this? Well, because maybe I've made that mistake before. Be better than me. Anyway, this is going to get taken. Let's go ahead and claim these forests. And before I continue, I want to go ahead and explore this region right here, because we're really tight on time before people are going to be getting impatient. Once this is done, we're going to have to move over to this zone as well, so I'll just go ahead and queue that one up. Once you finish exploring your second area, though, you're going to get this little pop-up right here, which is going to auto-explore these 2 zones here, so don't waste any time working on them. Ends up being pretty darn easy for you. People are at least somewhat mad at me, but we're starting to catch up. Got plenty of lumber to go around. We do want to get another well, and then I will want to get things like a lumber yard, but we're doing okay when it comes to lumber, so not the first priority for us. Click this button, finish up the objective. Now I need to claim a couple of food areas. We will claim this right here. I mean, I need to start getting some food production going as well, but I also really do need to get things like this lumber yard. So there's a lot we need to do in a very short period of time. Every objective has a different timer set to it. I want to say that you probably have 50 days between almost all of these objectives, so it's going to be moving pretty fast. Once you get your second pot, we do need to get a makeshift fire pit, because people will start getting mad at you if you do not. I don't need the grain field this exact second. Water production will need to go up a little bit more, because we're not producing quite enough for my tastes yet. We'll also need to get a firewood splitter here pretty soon. Let's claim this before our impatient kicks on any more, so we can pick this up here. And now we need to train up a fighter. That's going to take 3 stamina to do, so it's going to be a little bit painful. The question is, do I want to do that now? No, I want to go for the firewood splitter first, and then we'll go ahead and start getting some food production. Now, there's no winter in this map, so stacking up your resources is not quite as hard as it will be in future missions. You'll see what I mean by that. It gets, well, let's just say it gets very, very unpleasant. I'm going to save up a bit of stamina and start training up a fighter. We're also going to go ahead and build up another tent at this point. Oh, good, a fire. Okay. Well, when this happens, just look at the percentage chance and decide what you're okay with. Inventing a fire station's fun and all, but I don't really care that much. All right, so TikTok Spot takes a little bit of damage. It'll rebuild eventually. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Not worried even a little bit. Are we okay on things like water? Yep, doing fine. Let's go ahead and get the fruit orchard next. And then I want to start saving up some points to get some technology, because pretty soon we're going to need that. Technology does make your fighters more impactful against the zombies. So if you find yourself struggling against them, getting an extra tech level can make quite the difference. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Next thing we need to do, fight the zombies. Unsurprising. I'm going to go ahead and grab the tech now. Now this does mean that, of course, we're going to use up a lot of our food and a lot of our wood and stuff, so make sure you have a good surplus before you do that. Otherwise, you might find yourself in a really, really bad spot. I could claim another region here, but I'm going to save the stamina, because as soon as we hit tech level 2, I know that the services are going to go up quite a lot. Also, we did just get another pop. So far, still looking kind of okay. I think I'm all right there. Let's get this, and then the morale is immediately going to stop dropping, so let's go for, let's say, improved housing. We can go for the small town square. That looks great. I will need some more food and fuel and so on eventually, but it's going to cost 2 stamina to do this. Now we'll go ahead and move in here and attack. Seems like a decent time for it. I will need some additional lumber because I need that to continue building out all my structures. By the way, if you are fighting some zombies and click down here, you can click on the zone, and in the bottom right, it would show you what your fighter's strength is versus the zombie strength. And that'll give you an idea if you're actively in trouble or not. In my case, I actually killed them really quickly, so we're completely fine. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Now we need to get to population level 4. That means I want to build up one more shack. We can get some grain or some orchards. It really doesn't matter which you pick up. They're basically the same. Your fighters are only going to heal in your own territory, by the way, so do be aware that that is a thing. And for water, right now our production and consumption is still looking fine. I've got nothing to worry about. Let's start exploring up here to the north, because I know that this is where I'm going to have to go in the near-ish future. How are we doing on fuel, by the way? Consumption is still completely reasonable. By the time we get to pop level 4, we're going to need more, but I'm not worried about it yet. Get ourselves a quick makeshift kitchen. Don't need to worry about any additional technology for a little bit longer. And right here is where the next round of zombies are going to be. Now, one thing the game does tell you, but a lot of people probably forget, is when you are fighting zombies, if you have fully explored the terrain around them, you do get a slight combat edge. So before you go into another fight, I do recommend trying to scout out the area if you have time. It doesn't always work out that way, but if you can, be sure to do that. Let's see, towering ambition. Of the bunch, I'll just get the extra morale. The settlement strength doesn't really worry me unless we're fighting around home, so I don't think that that's going to do any good. We have something here, Nature Unchained, a little bit of extra morale. As you explore, you will sometimes just get those events. I haven't mapped out where every single one of them are. I probably should, because some of them are actually pretty good. But we're not worried about it right now. Let's claim this area, move forward here with the fighter. The population 4 is about to hit. Anything else that we feel like we need right now? My production for food is looking solid. Production for water is okay for now. I'll get myself another well. If you're wondering why I'm getting 6 water production here, by the way, that's one of the special rewards that I got for finishing all of the maps in the game. So you won't get this, but basically once you get to Tech 2, you'll have this as an option. It costs twice as much stamina and wood, but you get a lot of extra water, so it's a better value overall. So there's my pop 4. You can go ahead and finish that before the impatience kicks in. We'll need to clear this area of zombies. I can't explore over here because it is blocked at the moment, so I don't mind exploring down over here because we're going to have to go in this direction here pretty soon anyway. I do want to get Tech 5, but before we do that, we have to first get ourselves some more services, because once you get some more population, guess what? People want more stuff. That is typically how it works. It's annoying, I know. How are we doing as far as our fuel production? Not great. That is why, by the way, this is colored yellow to represent that right now you are in a deficit. So we want to make sure that we fix that ASAP. I want to save up a little bit of my stamina, then we'll go for Tech level 3. We can throw away some food here. I'm not really worried about it. That's okay. And now we'll start working on it. So I don't have enough food right now. This is going to put me in a really risky situation, but I think we're going to be okay. If I want to, I could scavenge some more food, and that's a safe enough thing to do. So we'll just do that to just give myself a little bit more, because my morale is going to plummet very quickly if we don't get a little bit of food. Just a little bit. There we go. All right. Now we can move up here. I'm going to save up some stamina because we're going to have to do a lot of exploration in just a bit. There's my tech, and of course people are going to want more stuff. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a basic tavern before that becomes an issue. And over here you can see that, yeah, we have 17 strength versus 11. So right now I am fine, which is why I recommended going for that Tech level 3 before things get too rough. I don't mind claiming this area because I know I'm going to have to go down this direction anyway, so we'll do that now. This area has been cleared. Going to move over to the east. This is my next objective. After that, we're going to find some more zombies over in this direction. People are looking pretty happy right now. Our economy is very, very strong, so I got nothing to worry about there. I'll go ahead and claim this extra forest because, I mean, hey, why not? Seems fine. We could get ourselves more lumber yards, more fuel. I don't really care, to be honest. From here on out, all that matters is just fighting. Continue exploring areas. Don't just rush in blindly. We want to make sure we have a lot of that. If I can stack them some stamina, there's some things we could do here as far as improving our technology or our education. I don't know that I'm going to get enough stamina quickly enough, but we can try getting up to 5 and see if that's a good option for us. Quarantine breach, a little bit of extra authority. Sure. What is this then? So we could teach history. Stamina gets paused. Technology is discounted. Nah, I don't care about that. But I will take an exploration discount, which is going to make it a lot cheaper for us to do things like exploring this instantaneously. That was a pretty nice event to get, to be honest. There was no guarantee that that was going to happen, but I don't mind using it because I know where the next zombies are going to be, so now we just can rush ahead a little bit. Now, I still do want to claim some territory adjacent to this and move in over here pretty soon. So we'll do that next. My morale is slowly ticking down. I don't mind getting one more toilet to be safe. I'm letting this guy heal up because he's about to have a pretty rough time. We could go for tech level 4, but I don't think we're going to need it on this mission. In future missions, you will. Throw away a little bit of food, not a big deal. Kitchens are supposed to reduce the likelihood of food poisoning events happening, by the way. Hold up. Before we do anything, I just saw that these zombies have left this area and are moving over here. We want to run in here before impatience, but I also really need to defend myself. So let's be aware that sometimes these areas are going to spawn runners. On Mega Brutal 5, this is going to happen all the time. And actually, for whatever reason, the zombies are just kind of sitting around. All right, if you're just going to do that, then we'll just run in over here. They started running toward me. I assumed they were going to run all the way, but they did not. They're still making their way over here. Okay, but now we're stuck in a fight. Okay, the timing of this kind of sucked, but I think we're going to win this quickly. So this is now done. All right, pull back, because I'm going to go somewhere. He might be heading straight for my base. I don't know which it is. And we'll just start claiming this land and working our way over here, kind of like we did before. Yeah, that's where he's going. I'm going to finish traveling here so it's faster to then travel to the adjacent province. Fight, defend, we'll be fine. We'll send lots of help. I've got plenty of wood to go around. We learned about more builders. That's great. We want to claim this area as well. What do we find? A bunch of morale. Cool, cool. And now we should be able to rush in here and finish off the run. So this is literally less of, hey, follow a perfect build order. It's more of have good opening moves, know where you need to explore and place things down to avoid losing a lot of authority, and then just get a strong enough economy that you can micro your units and don't worry about anything else. That's how a lot of these future missions are going to work. It's not always perfect, but you can certainly hope. Anyway, that's it. Done. Perfect. TikTok spot is done. We got 5 stars on Mega Brutal. Total score of 396. I have beaten this on Mega Brutal 5. It's very doable with the exact strategy I have just shown you. All right, that's our next mission done. We're going to be moving on to number 3 in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.